The next few days passed quietly. The storm between Ethan and Cole had cooled, but its shadow lingered. Students still whispered, though now the tone was different, half fear, half respect. Ethan moved through campus the same way as before, head down, eyes steady. But Ryan noticed the small changes. People gave him space, and Sophie's glances lasted a heartbeat longer. Ryan tried to lighten things. "You're officially famous, man. You can start charging for self-defense lessons." Ethan smiled. "I'd rather charge for silence." "Good luck. No one pays for that," Ryan said, laughing. One rainy afternoon, Ethan headed to the library, the safest corner of his world. Elena was there, a cup of tea beside her notebook, hair slightly damp from the walk. When she looked up and saw him, her smile felt like a pause in the rain. "Hey you," she said softly. Ethan nodded. "You survived another week." "Barely. Midterms are evil." He sat across from her. The library was nearly empty, only the sound of rain tapping against the tall windows. For a while they worked in silence. Then Elena said, "I watched that video of you and Cole." Ethan's pen stopped. "Videos travel fast." "I didn't watch it for the fight," she said. "I wanted to see your face afterward. You looked sad." Ethan looked up. "Violence always feels like loss, even when you win." Elena nodded. "That's why I wanted to bring you this." She slid a small thermos across the table. "Chamomile tea. It helps when your head's full of noise." Ethan blinked, genuinely surprised. "You didn't have to." "I wanted to," she said simply. He took a sip. Warmth spread through him in a way that had nothing to do with the drink. Later, as they left the library, the rain came harder. Elena's umbrella turned inside out, nearly dragging her off balance. Ethan caught it instantly, steadying both her and the umbrella in one motion. For a second they stood close, her hand against his chest, the rain sliding over both of them. "Guess you're good at saving people in storms," she said, breathless. "Occupational habit," he murmured. Their eyes met. Time slowed. Then she laughed softly, stepping back. "You're soaked," she said. "So are you." "Then we're even again." They walked back toward the dorms together, sharing the broken umbrella, shoulders touching now and then. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He found himself thinking about Elena, the quiet strength in her voice, the way she looked at him without fear. He remembered her words, "You looked sad." No one had said that to him before. Ryan stirred from the top bunk. "Still awake?" "Yeah." "Thinking about something or someone?" Ethan hesitated. "Someone." Ryan smiled in the dark. Finally. Ethan turned toward the window. Outside, the rain had stopped. The world looked newly washed. For the first time in a long while, he felt something close to peace. Next day, he learned more about her. Her father was a schoolteacher. Her mother ran a small bakery back home. Scholarships kept her in college. Part-time work kept her fed. She never complained. When a professor unfairly blamed her for a missing assignment, Ethan quietly checked the system logs, found the real error, and fixed it before anyone noticed. Elena only knew that the problem had somehow disappeared. She smiled at him later and said, "Sometimes miracles come with quiet faces." He just shrugged. Maybe the system got tired of being wrong. That evening, Elena waited outside his class with 2 coffees. "For the record," she said, "this is repayment for yesterday's umbrella rescue." Ethan took 1 cup. "Then I guess I owe you another rainstorm." She laughed. They walked across the courtyard as the sunset stained the sky gold and rose. Students passed around them, but for once, Ethan didn't feel invisible. He caught himself watching the way the light touched her face, the way she bit her lip when thinking of something to say. Something inside him shifted, quiet, certain, unstoppable. Later that night, he wrote a single line in his notebook. "Some people don't break your walls. They walk through the open door you didn't know you left." He closed the book, looked toward the window, and smiled. Maybe the walls he'd built around himself were finally beginning to crack, not from force, but from kindness.